Morning!
Good morning, it's day 3, Saturday. Last night we spent the night on a little pullout in Fairview Canyon. And now we're gonna head into town to use a bathroom, call the repair guy to get him out here to fix that Blackwater tank and find a place where we can charge up our batteries because we've drained all our laptops. Should be a nice day. Alright, what a beautiful campground we're at. We really like it. Nice pull through parking. Not a lot of people here. As much as I love the view from my desk, I love being able to work in the outdoors.
I just had a nice hot shower. For a minute there I was scared. It was taking forever for the warm water to come, but once it came, it was a nice hot shower.
We just heard from Cruise America, and unfortunately they won't send anyone out to fix this. The nearest place they said was Salt Lake or Price. Price is a little closer, but they said we're pretty much not going to be able to get anyone to come fix the toilet for us, which is fine. It's just kind of false advertising, their 24/7 anywhere roadside assistance thing. Kind of, maybe we should read the fine print a little bit more, but it's not what it sounds like. Not a big deal, just thought we'd warn people that might be doing this in the future. Sandwiches for lunch again, my favorite. Coming down out there. Better than being in a tent right now. It's cool to be able to hear the sound of the rain on your house. We've been watching Jarrod's bus conversion on YouTube. We're on episode 11 so far, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
We've been binging on YouTube and working at the computers, so now we're gonna go for a walk, get some fresh air.
It's a rainy day, not much to do, and Teresa's ankle's still sprained, so we didn't bring the bikes. That would have been fun with the bikes.
But the rain is let up, so let's get out of here.
Tonight for dinner we're having hot dog sandwiches. Teresa was going to do a lot more cooking with our solar oven, which we've had for a year but never used. We kind of got it for emergencies, but we thought it might be a fun way to cook on this trip. Unfortunately there wasn't enough sun. So she's been getting good use out of her induction plate, and she's a pro now. Since we're reviewers at heart, we're going to go over some of our favorite things about this RV we rented and some of the things we're not so crazy about. Starting on the outside, it's a good looking vehicle. No major damage or scrapes or anything. Some of the bummers we found is the door does not lock either from the inside or from the outside. And the same goes for this storage cabinet. However, I do love how much storage there is in here. Check this out. That's all the way past through, about 3 feet tall, so we could fit so much more stuff in there. I only wish we could lock it in there and not have to worry about it disappearing on us. And who could forget our wonderful incident of the Blackwater hose coming completely off from the tank. Now that's not a quality thing, it's just it wasn't maintained as well as it should have been. One other thing I like about the exterior is that they eliminated some problematic things for renters, like slides and steps that automatically come out or people forget to take away. I actually really like that because then there's no leaky slides, there's no, you know, rattly things as we go along. And it actually made me want a similar option when we do our RV. Moving to the inside, in the front, I really like the cockpit area. It's a little tight to squeeze in between the transmission or engine hump and the seat. No big deal. Easy to drive, great visibility, not too many buttons on the dash. I like that it has an auxiliary input for our stereo. Really like that.
So one of the things that we didn't like about this dinette area is this is like upholstered wood right here. And so if you're leaning back, and you lean back past the cushion, you kind of get this hard thing in the middle of your back. And we spent a lot of time on the computers, and that was not comfortable.
Something we really liked were the drapes. They did not use blinds, which we love, because blinds just clank around and get bent and are just crappy in general. These are very simple, just wooden sliders, or cloth drapes around wooden sliders. Plus one for simplicity there. Another awesome thing, my friend Brandon Airman Williams would be proud. They use super bright LED bulbs in all of these, and each light can be cut in half or full power. And as we know, these LEDs hardly draw any power at all.
I really like how deep the kitchen sink is, and this is a nice long spigot. It reaches all the way out so that you're not splashing back onto the counter behind it. One thing I did find difficult though cooking, which is fine as a rental, but it'd be tough if you were living here, was that most of your counter space is behind the sink. You get kind of a little bit over here and very little over here. There's not even really room to set a plate. So that wasn't great.
And as you all know, storage is my favorite thing about a motorhome, and the Class C's are no exception. I love being able to put stuff up here. That's a full-size guitar with a big case, and it looks small compared to the size up there.
Nice size fridge and freezer. This is totally livable. We might could even go a little bit smaller, but this is great, good size.
And the fridge did a good job staying cold. We never had to worry about it keeping our food cold. That. One other thing that really surprised us is we've had the thermostat on at 70 all day long just to see how much propane it takes. All day, we are still at full propane. Really good job on the thermostat and heater.
So when we saw this curtain as a divider for the bedroom, we were a little bit disappointed, but then we noticed if you open the bathroom door, clicks in place over there, boom. Actual dog-proof privacy. Like that.
Plus it's nice if you're just changing or you need an area to change, you could even close this, open the door, and have privacy from both ends. Pretty cool. We wouldn't have thought of that, but that might be something we incorporate into our design.
We had problems with the hot water heater on this vehicle. We tried it twice, once to do dishes and once just out of curiosity to see if we could get a hot shower going. But after letting it warm up for close to a half hour, maybe even a little bit longer, all we got was maybe 3 seconds of warm water and then nothing. Tried mixing it in with the cold water to see if that would get it going. No.
Who knows? We're totally new to this. Maybe we're doing something wrong, but we followed all the instructions. It really was about 2 cups of warm water, not even hot, and that was it.
And it's fine for us, but I just think that could be a huge disappointment for someone if they were really counting on being able to use this shower for their trip.
The toilet was fine. I kind of like this step here, so you can do a thinking man, you know, if you have to. Or if you're really tall, you don't have to do that. I kind of like that, actually. What we don't like is when your sewage dumps all over the ground because the hoses aren't connected, so minus a point there. But the bathroom's totally usable.
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of storage, especially for a rental.
But we couldn't get the fan to work, so I don't know what the deal is with that.
Over here, the mattress was comfortable enough, didn't have a huge problem. We did feel like when we were reading that this light here was shining right into our eyes. It would have been nice if it was behind us instead. The bed's a little bit hard to make, but because of that, you gain all that storage underneath. So that's a trade-off.
Probably a trade-off that we would be okay with. In fact, last night we ended up sleeping backwards with our feet down there and our head over here, just so the overhang wasn't really in our way. And it was a little bit more relaxing.
Yeah, these are pretty big storage bins. I feel like there's enough storage in here between the 2 wardrobes and these. We probably could fit all of our clothing and shoes in here if we were going to live in something this size.
And the reason we can do that is because we've already done a significant amount of downsizing. We still have a little more to do, but we're already living a pretty minimal life as far as possessions go. One other thing we really liked was the footlights. With one switch in the bedroom, all the footlights in the unit illuminated, which is really nice when you don't want to be waking people up and all you want to do is walk around in a little bit of privacy. Really like that. We never used the microwave, stovetop, oven, or air conditioner because it was below, you know, it was between 30 and 55 degrees the whole time. I was surprised how little stuff moved around, and once we secured the rattle on this stovetop, it either got quieter driving it or I just got used to the noises. Overall, I'm surprised how little stuff moves when you drive. Like, we'd leave the laptop on the dinette and it wouldn't move at all. The guitar case has been up there through 100 miles, hasn't shifted a bit. Probably because I'm scared and I'm driving 10 miles under the speed limit, but still, I thought everything would just rattle to death and shake around and it'd just be a big mess when we open all the cabinets, but it's really been pretty non-eventful. All in all, renting a unit was the best thing we could have done.